Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is Mike Mallory, Sales Director for Engage Global, and I am here today to give you a quick, simple training on the back office. Now, I will preface this training by saying this is called Back Office Basics for a reason. We are not going to go really in depth into every little piece of the back office. That would be too time consuming, and frankly, you don't really need to know every little piece of it. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the main reports and the main elements of the back office that are going to help you become a more successful consultant. First thing you have to understand and become familiar with is your home page. So you are now looking at the main screen when you first log into your back office. Now, obviously, as you can see, this is a real back office of one of our consultants. We thank Bud and Karen Marie Whiting for letting me use their image in this short training. Obviously, I've gone through and I've blacked out all of the important information because I want to protect their privacy. But I did want to show you an actual back office so that you know it looks exactly like yours. Now, a couple of things to note right here on the main screen. You'll notice at the top there's a green section. In that green section, you have all of the important tabs for your back office. So you've got your Home tab, Echo, Reports, My Resources, My Events, Financial, and Account Settings. Now, one of the really cool things about this very first page is this section here that says Rank. Now, if you look to the right of Rank, you see all of the different ranks that we offer here at Engage Global. Now, what happens is that rank bar is going to fill up with green based on where you are currently in the month and what rank you are trying to achieve or that you are close to achieving. So during this particular month, when I took this screenshot, the Whitings were on track to hit the rank of F1 or Freedom 1. Now, the part that's blacked out that you can't see, it showed how much PQV they needed to hit that rank, how much OQV they needed, the active lines they needed, and their team leaders. Okay, so that's actually a bar that's tracking your progress. Now, let's say Bud and Karen Marie, they actually wanted to reach F3 this month. What's really neat about this is they could actually move their mouse over to F3 and click on that, and it's going to tell them how short they are from hitting that rank. So take advantage of that tool, you guys. It's a really good tool just to track where you're at and what you need to get to the next place. So let's scroll down a little bit. I love this section of the back office. Again, we're still on that main home screen as soon as you log into your back office. But if you look down here, you'll see enrollment information both for you personally and for your entire organization. Everything on this home screen, you guys, is a great way to just kind of get a quick glance and to see where you stand currently, month to date, or over the last 90 days. So in that first section, that blue section that says personal enrollments, you can look at the last 90 days. How many customers have you enrolled over the last 90 days? How about preferred customers? How about consultants? How about over your entire lifetime as an Engage Global consultant? Or like I mentioned, MTD stands for month to date. Underneath that, organizational enrollments. Let's see what your entire organization is doing. You guys, this is a great tool because you can say, okay, over my organization's lifetime, they've enrolled 100 people. But over the last 90 days, they've only enrolled 2. So obviously there's some issues here, and you can dig into that organization more as we go through these different reports here in just a minute to see what's happening. But again, this is just a great way to get a quick glance at your organization. Another great tool on this page is if you look over here on the left-hand side where it says current period. On the screen it says 123 to 130. You guys, this is where you can get a quick glance at your weekly commissions. Your weekly commissions are going to include all of it bonuses and your direct bonuses. In the near future, we're most likely going to include the elite bonus as well. But for the time being, this is where you go, and those are the bonuses you can track. Again, those are your weekly bonuses. Right underneath that, you're going to see monthly commissions. This is, again, a quick glance, a quick way to look at how much you've earned in monthly commissions as well as weekly commissions and the total underneath that. You'll also see a couple of buttons that say commission report and commissions detail. This is just kind of a shortcut to get to those because in just a moment we're going to walk through the report that actually gives you that breakdown. So let's move back up to the top of that very main screen. So we're still on the main screen. And we're going to start digging into the different tabs to understand how they work. And we're going to start first with learning how to manage your Echo. So what you want to do is you want to look at that green menu bar, you want to click on Echo, And then the first thing we're going to look at is the little drop-down menu where it says Echo Profiles. That's highlighted in blue. And we're going to see which Echo Profiles you have already set up in the past. Okay, so once you have opened up your Echo Profiles, you go ahead and look down at the bottom of your screen, and you're going to see all of the Echo Profiles that you have created since you started your account here with Engage Global. Now, the bottom two in this particular example have been canceled. You can tell that by looking over on the right-hand side where it says Action. Underneath those two bottom accounts, there's no play or pause button. That means they can't be restarted and you can't start sending out those echoes. That means they canceled them at some point. The top echo, however, is still active. It's not currently running, it's been paused, but all they need to do is press that little play button under the action word, and it will start that echo up again. On the left-hand side of that play button is a little picture. It looks like a pencil writing on some paper. That is your edit button. So if you already have a profile created and you would like to just go in there and make a few edits, maybe you want to change the products, this is where you go. You click on that edit button and you make whatever changes are needed. Now, again, the play and pause button, that's very useful. Let's say you have an abundance of product. Let's say you're a little short on cash this month, whatever reason, you decide to go ahead and pause your profile. This is where you go and you press the pause button, and then you can go ahead and press play whenever you're ready for that to start up again. So we just looked at your Echo Profiles, which are simply echoes that have already been created, right? It's going to list those down for you. But let's say you've never created an echo before and you'd like to create a new one due to the convenience. So you're going to go back to that Echo tab. It'll pull back that drop-down menu, and you're going to click on Create Echo. Now this screen is pretty self-explanatory. Once you click Create Echo, it's going to take you to a screen where you can go ahead and you scroll down and you can pick the products that you want, and then you simply push Create Echo. Now, one thing to take note of is this section right here says Start Date. That is totally up to you. What that means is whatever start date you choose, that's the date that your product is going to start shipping to you, and it's going to stay that same day of every month in the months following. So if I chose March 7th of 2019, that's when that product is going to ship to me, and then it's going to ship to me again on April 7th, and then it's going to ship to me again on May 7th, and so on and so forth. So it's up to you. Once you create that echo, if you want to change the date, if you want to change the products, you just go back into the screen we already talked about, which said Echo Profiles. Now we're going to talk about reports. Reports is my favorite section of the back office because it's a really, really good tool to get the information you're looking for. So, in order to get to reports, you go back to that main green section, you click on reports, and then the first report we're going to look at is one that's called Customer Activity. Now this is a great report anytime you're trying to figure out what activity your customers have been doing over the past 30, 60, 90 days, whatever time frame. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and you want to click a start and an end date. That's totally up to you. So let's say for the month of May, you want to figure out, okay, how many of my customers have purchased? How much have they purchased? What was the order type? Was it an enrollment? Was it an auto ship? What is their information? I want to know what their email address is so I can reach out to them, see how they're doing, whatever. If you want to look at all of your customer activity, you go ahead and put in a start and end date, and then you just click that green button right underneath that says search. So for this example, we put in January 1st of 2019 to January 31st of 2019 because I want to see my customer activity just for that month. I click search. All of these different results are going to pull up. Again, it's going to have the information about your customers. That information is going to include their name, their email, their phone number. It's going to tell you what kind of account they are. Are they a customer or do they have an auto ship, which means they're a preferred customer? What day did they order? What was the order type? Tell me the QV versus CV. And then a really cool piece is at the very end where it says tracking number. Let's say you have a customer that says, I never received my product. Well, guess what? You can go into here, you can pull up that tracking number, and you can see where their package is currently. Next report I want to talk about is my all-time favorite because I'm a huge nerd, and that is the Management Tree report. You guys, this is the #1 report I use on a daily basis. This is going to get you all kinds of information about your team and allow you to track what is happening within your organization. So go ahead and click Reports and then Management Tree. Now, within the management tree, because it's so all-encompassing and has so much information, there's a lot of different pieces you want to pay attention to as you're looking at your report. So for example, as you can see by all the little red arrows, you want to make sure you're looking at the correct month. So let's say we want to look at the month of February. Okay, so we're going to change that to 2/2019. We're going to go over to the right a little bit, and we're going to say, do we want to look at my enrollment tree, which simply means all of the people that I've personally signed up into this business, or do we want to look at the placement tree, which are people that have been placed underneath me? And then, of course, you want to look at the account type. Am I looking at my entire organization, which includes customers, preferred customers, and consultants? Or do I just want to look at consultants or whatever it is that you're looking for? Once you've done that, once you've decided what you want that report to show you, you go ahead and click that blue button next to the month that says Submit. Once you've clicked Submit, that report is going to generate so much awesome information about your team members. Look at all the stuff that's highlighted in red. It's going to tell you about projected OQV. It's going to tell you what their current rank is. Obviously, in this example, they're all customers, but if they were consultants, it would show them what their current rank is for that month. It's going to tell you what your PQV is, which stands for personal qualifying volume. That's your volume plus all of your customers. It's going to tell you what your OQV is, your total QV, your total CV. Over on the end, at the end of the month, it's going to show you what your raw CV is versus your adjusted CV, because obviously when there's weekly bonuses and things, that CV gets adjusted down. Anyway, point is, there is amazing information here. I use this report more than anything else, especially to track my rank, to see where I'm at. You can do that on the homepage as well, but I really like this report just because you can track your entire organization and see where things are at. The next really good, important, and useful report is called New Enrollments. So go ahead and click Reports once again, and in that drop-down menu, click New Enrollments. You guys, this is a terrific report to track anyone that you've enrolled into your business in a certain time period. So similar to the last report, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fill out the start date and the end date. That just means what date are you looking for all of your new enrollments? Are you just looking for this month? Are you looking over the past 90 days? So you go ahead and put those dates in there. You click Run. As soon as you click Run, it's going to pull up a report just like you see on this screen. Let's say we chose the dates of January 1 until January 9th. And during those 9 days, Bud and Karen Marie, they enrolled one new preferred customer. Okay, that one new preferred customer, it's going to show you what their ID number is. It's going to tell you what their name is. It's going to tell you what type of account they have. Are they a consultant or a customer? It's going to tell you what the date was that they enrolled. And it's even going to tell you what level they're on. So let's say you enrolled somebody, but then you put them down 3 levels in your organization. It's going to tell you where they are. So this, again, is a really good report to help find those new people that you enrolled into your business fairly recently. Now we get to talk about the fun stuff, the money. Let's talk about how you track the money that you earn here at Engage Global. So go ahead once again and click Reports, and then over on the right-hand side, click on Commissions. We're going to look at how you track monthly commissions. Now keep in mind, this is really important, monthly commissions and weekly commissions are in different places. So don't just look at one or the other, you have to combine both to see how much you're making every single month. So let's take a look at the monthly commissions and how it breaks down. Now, a couple things I want you to pay attention to on this screen. First of all, on the bottom, you'll see the periods of your monthly commissions. So if you want to go back 2 years, let's say you want to look at commissions of February of 2017. You just scroll on down and you click on that month. It's going to open it up and it's going to give you a breakdown on all the monthly commissions that you earned. Now again, this is just your monthly commissions. It does not include all of it bonuses, and it does not include direct bonuses. Now, those are often a big chunk of your check, so don't only rely on this screen. You're also going to want to look at your weekly commissions, which we'll cover in a minute. So again, you can look down at the bottom, you can look at it by month, and you can see how much you earned each month, and then you can actually click on it. It's going to open up, and it's going to give you a breakdown. The next thing you want to take a look at is make sure you're looking at the correct period. So if you're trying to look at a breakdown, you do want to go ahead and make sure you're looking at the correct period. In this example, we're looking at January of 2019. The breakdown is right there to the left of the center of your screen. It's going to tell you how much you earned on each monthly commission or bonus. So you earned X amount on team commissions, X amount in customer bonuses, X amount in Infinity bonus, and so on and so forth. And then last but not least, let's say you want to know how much you've made since you've been with Engage Global. Cumulatively, how much have I made? $100,000, $500,000? Right there, it's going to show you what your lifetime earnings are with Engage Global. Now, here's just another quick example of what would happen if you wanted to look at a month in the past. So even though we're in January of 2019, let's say I want to look at December of 2018. I'm going to go ahead and click on the 12/2018, and it's going to pull up all of my numbers. That blue circle is going to show how much I made during the month in monthly commissions, and then it's going to give me a breakdown. As you can see here, it says team bonus 78%, customer bonus 13%. So whatever the number was that's in your blue circle, let's say it was $1,000, it's going to tell you the percentages of that money as far as how much of that money is made up of team bonuses, customer bonuses, Infinity bonuses, and so on. So again, you guys, really, really great tool to figure out how much you earned in your monthly commissions and where that money came from. So we just talked about monthly commissions and where to find them. Now we're going to talk about weekly commissions. Now again, this is really important. A lot of people look at their monthly commissions and they say, wait a minute, I thought I made a lot more than that. You did, but it wasn't in your monthly commission report, it's in your weekly. Frankly, this is something that we don't love as a company. We don't like the way it's organized, but we are going to be making that a lot simpler to understand. But in the meantime, I want you to understand where you can find that report. So for the weekly commissions, you go ahead and click Financial, wait for that drop-down menu, and then you're going to click Request Payout. Again, this is how you find your weekly commissions. Once you click on Request Payout, it's going to pull up the screen that you see in front of you. This screen is going to show you how much money you earned each and every week. It's also going to show you any time you were paid out some money, meaning you requested to be paid and that money was taken from your account. Now, the very first thing you need to do when you pull up this screen is you need to go over to where it says Date, and you need to click the Down button or the Up button. I can't remember which one it is, but the point is you need to sort by date. It does not automatically show you the most recent week. I believe it's all jumbled up, so you have to sort by date so that you can see the most recent date until the most furthest away dates. Okay, so once you've sorted by date, you're going to notice a couple of things in this report. One of the things you have to pay attention to is where it says Finalize Weekly Commissions. On your screen, you see week 49 and you see week 51. That means that during those weeks of the year, you earned money in your weekly commissions. That means that you either signed up a new preferred customer, or it means that you enrolled a new consultant, you earned a direct bonus. So again, that's going to include all of it bonuses and direct bonuses. This will be a big part of your check throughout the month, so you need to make sure you check this out and make sure you're adding that to your monthly commissions to see how much money you made. Other things you might notice inside this report is where it says Adjustment, Customer Builder Bonus Payment, additional 5% for Diamond Rank. What that means is oftentimes Engage Global will be running some type of a special or a promotion or something that only lasts for a 1-month period. What that means is that we have not programmed that into the system so that it automatically happens by itself. So in other words, somebody has to go in there, a customer service agent or our COO or somebody, and they actually have to make an adjustment to make sure you earn that bonus money. It's a manual process, and that's why you'll see things like that pop up and you're given a little extra money because you earned the promotion. So again, this is your weekly commission. It's really important that you understand this report as well. So that was the last report we're going to talk about. The very last piece with regards to the back office we're going to talk about today is the Resources tab. The Resources tab can be found right smack dab in the middle of the menu. So go ahead and click on My Resources to see all of the different materials, whether that's marketing materials or PDFs or whatever that Engage Global offers, so that you can learn more about the products, more about the company, more about the business opportunity, and it also gives you access to tools that you can share with other people. So once you're inside the Resources tab, one of the very first things you need to do, I don't have it on the screen here, but you need to choose the language in which you want to see the materials. Obviously, right now we only have it in English or Spanish, but oftentimes people open up the Resources tab, they don't click the language, so nothing shows up, and they think that the Resources tab is broken. It's not broken, you just have to choose your language first. Once you choose your language, let's say you want to read it in English, it's going to pull up all of these different tools. You've got images, you've got documents, you've got PDFs, all kinds of really exciting tools, you guys. This is where you can find pieces that might talk about our newest promotions. It's going to give you product PDFs. It's going to have things that talk about Dr. Prasad, things that talk about the compensation plan. Point is, I would really encourage you to take some time to get to know the marketing resources of your back office, because that's going to help you learn more and more about the company and allow you to become a better consultant with Engage Global. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this training on the back office. Now get out there and make things happen. Have a great day, everybody.